Right, okay. It is the next Cheap Thrills podcast.
It does it every week.
It is the current Cheap Thrills podcast.
It's the next one.
Only if you're listening to the last one.
Right, okay, shut up.
Yep.
You've got me, Rob, you've got Raven.
Hello.
And you've got Graham.
Hello.
And you've got Adam.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
You're back.
You are back.
Yes.
What was you doing last week?
I wasn't feeling well.
Oh, that's right, you went home because you're a bit of a...
I had wine flu.
Yeah.
But I didn't let anyone on. I didn't let anyone know.
No,
I just said I was ill.
Oh, that's an experience for you then, I suppose.
What? Having wine flu?
No, being ill.
Yeah. Yeah, he's funny, isn't he? Oh.
Right, okay, moving straight on.
Yeah.
This is what came out this week. Aquaman 11, Batman 11, Deadpool 22, Justice League number 9, Nightwing number 9, Suicide Squad number 6, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 14, Uncanny X-Men Annual number 1, and we had a couple of Civil War 2 trade paperbacks. We had Kingpin and X-Men. There was a few other little bits and pieces. What did you pick up?
I picked up the Uncanny X-Men Annual, Suicide Squad, and I can't remember.
What have you read?
Not a lot. I've been suffering with a migraine for the last few days.
Oh, here we go. He's just ripped it out of me because I had a bit of wine flu, and now all of a sudden...
Hang on.
Sorry.
I've been suffering with a migraine for the last few days, so I haven't really read a lot. But because we've got the read of the week, I've concentrated on reading through that today.
Okay, well
so
done.
I haven't read anything
you
that I've picked
can contribute.
up today. I can contribute.
Well done. Adam, have you read
I
the
cannot
read of the week?
contribute.
Oh dear.
But that's
You're an
nothing new.
uncontributor.
That's nothing new. I don't read stuff. I watch stuff. That's it.
Oh dear. Okay, what did I read this week? I caught up with Aquaman. I haven't read anything since number 6, and it's up to number 11 now. I'm still really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it might have lost some of its steam, but yeah,
They haven't run out of places near water where he can.
no.
No.
Wait until someone traps him in a lake. He can't escape then. Perfect.
He can walk on land. You do know that.
Shoot him then.
So, if they haven't changed his power or anything like that,
No.
he can still only just talk to fish.
Yes.
He can't talk to watermelon or anything like that.
No. You can't talk to a watermelon or anything like that.
So it's not just about water.
Wow.
No.
It is a bit lame though, isn't it? Really, his power
It's
just
not.
talking to fish.
It is not. Aquaman is perfectly okay.
So you're enjoying Aquaman?
I'm enjoying Aquaman. Before we go any further, we should really point out that if you can hear anything funny in the background, it's because we're currently on a submarine.
This is the Heath Robinson episode. We're in a dungeon with a fridge and a computer
and a submarine.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the dungeon of a submarine.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, Aquaman. I'm still
Aquaman.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
I've never really read it that much in the past. I've read him when he was in Justice League, but I've never read the single issues.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm liking it.
Okay.
It's nice. It's good.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as it's enjoyable.
Yeah. What else came out? Suicide Squad number 6. Raven. You haven't read it, have you?
No.
All he's been doing is reading
Dear.
Graham, have you
Tales
read
of the
it?
Black Pearl.
I haven't. I looked at the front cover.
Oh yeah. We're not going to go on to that again.
No.
The front cover that he didn't want.
No.
Oh.
I don't want that one.
Oh,
I want that one.
Oh, is this his...
My official complaint.
he's got a bit of a thing for Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A bit-
Only the Jim Lee covers, please.
Only Jim Lee.
Only Jim
Thank
Lee.
you very much.
No one else knows what they're doing. Jim Lee does.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, talking to Jim Lee.
Oh.
Did you watch the new Mark Hamill show?
No.
Because I posted up the link
You did post up the link.
What link?
on Underpants on the outside.
You did.
Okay, I
You
didn't
did.
see that.
It's called Mark Hamill's Pop Culture Quest.
Okay.
And it's only on for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's him going around and looking at other people's collections of stuff.
Oh, cool.
So the first episode, he goes to the DC offices because they've just moved, haven't they?
Mhm.
They're now in California, I think.
Yeah.
So he goes there and he interviews Jim Lee, but he's looking around, looking at all the old comics and the stuff that they've archived, and it's good fun, And he watches Jim Lee draw and he interviews him as he does it, and you get a bit of the Joker, and it's good, and it's all free, it's all on YouTube, and they do a new one each week,
Cool.
and he's going around and looking at different.
So who's making this show?
I think he's funding it himself.
Oh, wow.
It looks like a set,
Yeah.
right, that they've got in a studio somewhere. I found out it isn't. It's actually a comic shop that is owned or partly owned by his son.
Okay.
So they just film it there.
Cool.
But it's good. It's only 15 minutes. It's a bit like Geeking Out and Comic Book Men sort of thing, but with Mark Hamill.
Yeah, cool.
And of course, because he's Mark Hamill, he gets access to quite a bit.
Apparently,
So
he's quite a famous guy.
he's done a few bits.
A couple of.
I think I might have seen him in something. I'm not totally sure though.
Slipstream.
No, I think it was it
The Thin Red Line?
Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Oh yeah.
I think he was in that.
He's the one that doesn't talk.
He's the guy in the original Flash show, isn't
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Well done, Ray.
Yes.
he? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's worth watching. I'll keep posting the links up anyway.
Yeah, do it.
I'll keep
Even though
ignoring
no one
them.
watches it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
you
it.
just keep ignoring me.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Right, what else happened this week? The Con trailer.
Con trailer.
Did you see it?
I haven't seen the new one. No, I saw the first one and I was on board from that.
Do you
Pretty
want
much.
to watch it?
No.
No.
I'll watch it later.
I'm not
Okay.
that on board, he said.
Well, no, I am, but I'd rather watch it on a bigger screen than
On my phone.
Yeah,
It's a big phone.
it is. It's
bigger than
It's a
mine.
very manly phone, Rob. Don't get me
It's
wrong.
very manly.
Okay.
He's got a bigger phone than me.
Well, you know.
It won't fit in my pocket.
All right. Yeah. Well, like I said, I was on board from the first trailer. It looks
It looks
amazing.
very Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Yeah.
that. I was just about to say
I mean,
that.
even the poster looks very much. The one that
Yeah.
I've seen looks very apocalyptic. Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, I think Sam made a comment that this looks better than it should.
Yes.
You know, you're thinking, it's going to be stupid, but it's
Yeah.
like, actually...
Well, there's no reason why it should be stupid.
No,
I mean,
no.
It's a monster movie.
But
at the
it
end of the
looks
day.
like a sequel
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the original.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it's a sequel to the original 1930 version, was it the 30s it was made, or
I don't
40s?
know.
Anyway, the original
30s.
black,
End of the 30s.
yeah, the black and white
I don't
one.
think it would, because in the trailer, the guy says, if you get us back, we can now say the monsters exist. And I think they would know that if they saw a giant gorilla going around New York killing people.
That is a very good point.
That is a good point.
That is a very
He
good
doesn't
point.
say a lot, but when he does, he
What
says
did they
loads.
It's deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very deep.
Meaningful.
Another thing as
Deep
well,
and meaningful.
talking about Kong,
Yeah.
the gorilla from the Flash TV show,
Grodd.
Grodd, is he King Kong?
No.
No.
Well, because he sends him through a portal to a deserted island that looks very much like the island in King Kong.
It's not deserted.
Is it? Well, no, but you know what I mean. It has tribe people. It looks like tribesmen there or whatever.
No.
No,
No,
okay.
they're not tribesmen.
In
What-
the actual universe for DC, Grodd is from a city of apes in
Okay.
Africa. Like it's
Called Ape City.
So is
Yeah.
that where he gets sent then?
It looks like
Ah,
this.
And it's
okay.
like got
See, I don't know
a-
anything about the Flash apart from the TV show, so they don't really say that in the show.
It has an invisible force field around it. No one knows it's there.
As you do.
Apart from you two, and
Yes.
now me and Rob.
Oh, God,
me and
everyone
Graham
listening
now.
to this.
Grodd.
Oh,
Me and
Christ.
Grodd now know. And everyone
Graham
listening to
Grodd.
this. We're gonna have to kill everybody.
What's going on?
Okay, we're on to trailers now. Is that what we're talking about now?
Oh, we can do. There's just a list of things to talk
Ghost in
about.
the Shell. That goes. Now that's
Yes.
one thing I didn't ignore that you'd posted.
Thank you.
It looks really, really good.
Like I said in the comics, I haven't really watched any of Ghost in the Shell. I'm not really...
Have you not seen the movie?
No.
You
I've-
should really
I've never
watch it.
watched it.
Don't watch the 2.0 version.
Okay. See, that's the thing with most anime and manga
'Cause
stuff. I don't know where to
They've
start.
met just Ghost in the Shell. That's it. Just
Okay.
the original.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll track a
1996
copy
or something.
down and I'll watch it this week.
Yeah.
In fact, you watch it as well, Graham.
What?
And then I'll watch it with Raven and then we can talk about it next week.
I'll watch it again then.
I'll
'cause
watch it again.
I'll watch it again. The soundtrack is incredible.
Okay, so Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. It looks incredible. It looks amazing. They've done a really good job.
Right,
by
are
the look of
you annoyed that it's not a Japanese...
No, because as far as I'm concerned, the main Kusanagi in the anime is not Asian.
Right.
She doesn't look Asian. She's called Kusanagi, but
I don't know.
she's as far as
called
I know,
Dave,
she's not real. She's an android. Oh,
Right.
well, she's a
Spoilers!
she's a body with some, with the consciousness or brain of someone else in. So
Okay.
it's not like she's only part human. She's not human, I don't think at all.
There's also a lot of anime that they draw their main characters as Westerners anyway.
Yeah.
And because they think it's going to sell better.
And out of the four main characters in the cartoon, Kusanagi the main woman, Bato the big guy with the eyes, none of them. There's a proper human who has no augmentations at all, and they're all Westerners. They all look Western. So there was never ever really the thought that they were Japanese or
Okay.
Asian at all.
I can see people getting cross when they finally get round to doing Akira, if they suddenly change half of that.
Yeah, now
to
Akira's different. Now they were Asian.
Yes.
They were most definitely Japanese.
I need to watch that.
Are they going to Are they going to?
It's been on the cards for
I've
years.
seen
It was originally mooted as Keanu Reeves. He was going to do it.
No,
exactly. It just wouldn't work. They've got to be Asian.
There
They
is
have
an
to.
Akira. I think it's called the Akira Project or something like that, where they've made a fan live action trailer,
Oh, all right.
and it looks pretty good. They've done quite a good job for a fan trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll do it. It's got a big project.
But they said the same thing about Watchmen.
Yeah.
It is a massive project. I mean, I watched the film Akira.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it, Graham?
No.
And you haven't watched it, have you?
No.
It's one of those things that I keep getting Raven to watch.
Akira's amazing.
It's a brilliant film.
Akira and Ghost in the Shell are two of my favourite films. They're amazing. They're
Well, I watched Akira when it was first released.
yeah.
Because it was a big deal when it came out.
Yeah.
And if you were like a geek like me,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, whoa, you know,
Yeah.
this is really, really exciting.
I remember
it kind of bypassed the main population, and they didn't have a clue what it was. But
I think it was.
appealed to me.
I think it was like every Friday night on Channel 4 they would have manga cartoons on, anime cartoons. And I'd
Alright.
stay up.
That
and
was
watch
quite a
them.
while ago. Though,
It was.
wasn't
It
'Cause I
was.
remember watching some of the manga.
It
films,
was a long time ago.
and,
yeah.
and some of them I'm like, what on earth am
Yeah.
I watching? Then
Yeah.
others were quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I think it's an acquired taste. Manga.
Akira was definitely my favourite at the time. I mean,
Well,
I
the
liked all the
cartoon-
Studio Ghibli stuff, but
The cartoon's brilliant. It's really good, and that's
Yeah.
what I was exposed to. And then when I actually sat down to read it,
yeah,
it's massive.
it's huge.
It's like over 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's just immense,
Yeah.
and they cut so much out. It's just condensed so much into the movie. And the movie's good,
Yeah.
but boy, did they cut a lot of it out.
Well, they have to. I mean, you can't make. Well, I mean, they could have done, but it would end up of being.
It would have been a 20-episode
yeah,
TV
a
show.
TV show. Yeah, 1,000 pages.
That'd make a good TV show, actually.
But yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Watch Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, we'll all watch
Don't
Ghost in the
watch
Shell, we'll talk
2.0
about it
because
next week.
they've ruined it.
So we got to watch it with subtitles, or
No, you can watch it dubbed. It doesn't really make any difference because the dubbing is actually quite good
Okay.
on that. Don't watch the 2.0 version, which is the
crotch agreement.
special edition they
Why?
released on Blu-ray because it's all hand drawn.
Oh, they add bit.
Yeah,
Oh, they added
Ghost in the
bits for
Shell is all
computer stuff.
hand drawn.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
gorgeous. It looks amazing, and they've done such a good job remastering that. But then they like redrawn certain scenes, or they've added scenes, which is all computer generated, and it
And it looks out of place.
totally takes you out of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
With
was
the comic
yeah,
book
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Okay.
Like those old Doctor Who movies, like the black and white ones. Like
Yes.
You have some original footage, then it's cartoon.
Oh,
then
the original
Yeah.
TV series. Yeah, that's
The
because
ones
a lot
that-
of the
yeah, they deleted them, didn't they?
a lot of
Erased
the
them.
episodes were are missing.
Yeah.
So that they can release that storyline, they've had to.
It's because
Yeah.
they've got the
Cartoon.
audio file, but they haven't got the actual
Yeah.
physical thing. Yeah. Right. Okay. What else came out yesterday? No, not yesterday. The day before. There is Lego Dimensions. Have you two heard about this?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, which is a game, and you can buy different character packs and
Yeah.
then put them in. So you
Yeah.
can have Batman fighting the Wizard of Oz and
Yeah.
whatever. It's quite a good idea. It's quite neat.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they've released a few new ones. One of which is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Okay, so the new Harry Potter
Yeah,
Spin-off.
spin-off.
but what they didn't say was on it, and people that have bought this pack have just found out, is there's a little area which you can get to. It's only accessible through Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them pack. And it's Red Dwarf.
Really?
Really. I know, it's really bizarre.
What has Red Dwarf got to do with?
Nothing. At all.
It's not the publishing company, not the.
Smaller Brothers.
That's odd.
It's really odd.
So-
but there's no characters in it. You can't play as Lister or the
No.
Cat or Rimmer or Crichton. But it's definitely Red Dwarf, and there's scutters going around.
That's awesome.
And there might be the Talkie Toaster, I'm not quite sure. But you can, if you want to go on Red Dwarf with Batman
Yeah.
or Gremlins
Yeah,
or
cool.
whatever you like, you can.
So what sort of game is it?
It's a normal basic Lego. Have you ever played any of the Lego
Yeah, so it's a
games?
platformer then,
Yeah,
really.
it's
Yeah,
RPG.
it's a, yeah,
Okay.
it's a puzzly type game. But Lego
With
Dimensions,
modular aspects, then I guess
yeah,
you can just.
Lego Dimensions is you can pick and choose what characters you have, and you've got like a game pad,
Yeah.
so a physical pad
Yeah.
that is also in the game.
Oh, okay.
And you actually have to build it in the game at the same time as you build it in real life.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can pick and choose what characters you put on there. So instead of having a menu where you can choose all these different characters, like the Marvel games, you know,
Yeah,
they're all
yeah,
listed, you can only use the characters that you bought.
have. Okay, that's pretty clever.
Money,
Yeah.
money,
Oh, it's all money,
money.
yeah.
So it's like that Destiny thing, is it? The Disney one. You
Yeah.
have to buy the toy.
Yes.
And it transfers into the game.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's quite good fun. You know,
Oh.
like swapping them all together, and it's quite a good little story.
Yeah.
If you like Lego.
So there'll be a Red Wolf pack eventually.
I hope so.
Possibly.
Because
Now, either they're going to do a Red Dwarf pack, or they were going to, and it fell through, and they've just chucked it on there because they've had, you know, they had the rights to the set, but they didn't have the rights to the character.
no, I
Yeah.
think they would have. I think they'll put them in.
I don't know. But there was a Lego set that they were trying to get produced. You know, you got the Lego
Yeah.
Inventions, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
They did like a Big Bang Theory one, and the Ghostbusters, they came from that, and there was actually a Red Dwarf set designed. And they were
Okay.
trying to get people to vote on it, but, you know, so they could manufacture it. I'd buy one.
Yeah.
Did they get
Yeah.
through? Or is
I
it
don't
still
know.
there?
I don't know.
No, they might.
Yeah,
If they
that'd
put
be
it
good.
in Lego Dimensions, that
Yeah.
means there's bound to be a set.
Yeah, very much. Okay, what else came out? Inhumans TV show
Yes.
was announced. ABC are doing it.
That might explain why the film has been dropped.
I think it might.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it probably suits a TV show better, right? Don't you think?
I haven't read that much.
I think so
news to
because
know.
well, Inhumans aren't as popular as X-Men,
No.
Avengers, Fantastic Four. They're not really.
Yeah, but is that a lack of exposure?
Possibly. I mean, they have been around for quite a long time,
Hmm.
but you know, they're not really utilised very much in the
No.
Marvel universe. So I think
They are now.
They would probably
Yeah, they
be
are now.
more suited to a TV show rather
Hmm.
than a film.
Yeah, I think it would be because there's so many of them. They could change the cast willy nilly, and
Yeah,
you know.
and also
I think-
you've got to think about the appeal to the fans. You know, if you're going to have Inhumans or you're going to have the Avengers, people are more likely to look at the Avengers because they're more well known.
Yeah.
You know, the Inhumans like, oh, who's Black Bolt?
Mm.
Who's making the TV show?
ABC's doing it.
Okay.
So it's the same company that currently does Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Who was doing Supergirl before the ones now? Have ABC only got Marvel stuff?
No idea.
I don't know.
Don't really pay much attention to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
If they're going to end up in the same universe as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's a lot of characters in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that are Inhumans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, we're just going to take them
Take
away,
them away, yeah.
and literally split Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which means does Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. go down more of a supernatural route? You know, are we going to get more Ghost Rider? Are we going to get more, what's the devil called? Mephisto?
Mephisto.
You know, is it going to take that turn? I don't know. And now it's on a bit later. They could put a bit more
Yeah.
scary stuff or, you know, gore in it.
Yeah.
Don't know. It should be good though.
Stab him.
I don't know who. Stab him.
Stab him. Stab them all.
Oh, God. You know, I'm going to put that as Adam says, stab them all. Don't you?
Well, you know what it's all about, isn't it? Just get the Punisher back. When is this coming? I'm just can't
Punisher
wait.
is back.
Yeah, but like when?
Well, they're filming it now.
Yeah, but it's not good enough. I want it now. I want it in my eyes. Just giving you all these quotes that you can use.
Adam wants it in his eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
That went through my head straight away.
Right, have we finished talking about Inhumans?
And my eyes?
And your eyes, yeah. Okay. Last American.
No idea.
Is that because they've
Everyone-
all fled after?
everyone-
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
the
Because
election.
everyone's run away because
Right,
of bloody.
okay. Last
What's his name?
American.
Donald
I'm
Trump.
aware of it because it's written by John Wagner. It was drawn by Mike McMahon. This is going back to the old Epic days, you know, with the Marvel mature titles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And they did this beautifully painted series called The Last American, which is like he's like a last soldier. It's like a post-apocalyptic landscape. He's fighting monsters and things like that. It was reprinted about 10 years ago, 12, 15 years ago, something like that, by a company called Q, I think. Never heard of them.
No.
And it hasn't been reprinted since. But Rebellion have got the rights, so they're going to reprint it. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm definitely going to buy that because I've never read it. I've only ever read chapters of it, but it should be good.
And they painted.
Very good. It's fully
It's all painted.
Yeah.
Do you know who did it?
Mike McMahon.
Okay. Nice.
All right, go on then, Westworld.
Oh.
Right, spoilers. If you're not up to date with episode
5, 7?
Is it 7?
Oh yeah,
We've got 3 left, haven't
yeah.
Yeah.
we? Right, if you haven't watched
7.
episode 7, fast forward.
Put your fingers in your ears.
Yeah.
Go and watch it and come back.
Go and watch it and then come back. Yeah. But because we're a couple of weeks late, everyone should have watched it by now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's great,
Come on.
isn't it? It kind of started to lose me a little bit, but it just grabbed me and dragged me straight
You're
back
going
in.
nowhere.
Yeah. Episode before last, the one we've spoken about the most,
Yeah.
was incredible.
Yeah.
It was just loads of different bits in it that were great. Bit where matey goes downstairs. What's his name?
Bernard.
Bernard goes downstairs, and all of a sudden it's the movie. Like you said, the music kicks in as he opens the doors, and then there's the whoever it was. What was his actual name? The gunslinger. Yeah. There
He didn't
with
have a
his
name.
little thumbs in his belt loops.
Yeah.
Looking like he did. Yeah. So it's a sequel then,
No.
possibly.
I don't. I still don't subscribe to it. I think this is just a little nod to the.
You
Right,
think
now
so?
I
Yeah.
want this to be, I don't know, I just want it to be. If we're still subscribing to the 2 timelines,
Yeah.
which it looks like it is,
Yeah.
2 times. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did
Billy.
you talk about this last week?
we've spoken about it a few times.
No, but on the podcast.
Yes.
Okay, so you've
It
explained
was-
what the theory is before.
Right, okay, for anyone that hasn't listened to it, the theory is that you've got Billy, who is currently with Dolores,
Yeah,
and it's his first time in the park, and you have the gunslinger,
yeah,
who is an old, grizzled, he's been there, going back for years, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
and he's a bit of a bastard, and theory is that they're the same person.
yes,
Different timelines, and you're watching the same person 30 years apart,
yes,
right? So, current theory, and this is just me wishful thinking, is the Billy timeline, with
Yeah.
Dolores.
yeah,
It would be good if it's from the same time as the movie.
okay.
So you're seeing it from a different point of view,
yeah,
which would mean that we could see the gunslinger.
yeah.
Now, whether or not he would turn up and kill whoever, I don't know, or whether you'd see him literally just walking down a corridor chasing the guy
yeah,
who, from the movie,
yeah,
I don't know. But that's just me wishful thinking. Now, the fact that we saw him, in the room,
yes,
for me is, it's obviously set in the same universe, and that's definitely a nod to it. And
Yeah.
whatever. But some people like Graham are still with the.
They just think it's just an
But
Easter egg.
yeah, but the thing that makes me think it's an Easter egg is in the film. At the end of it, the gunslinger gets burnt beyond all
which
recognition.
is what makes me
which-
think that this might be set at the same time.
No, but that scene with Bernard was set in the future timeline, not the past timeline or the current and past.
Maybe.
So
Or
yeah,
maybe
but
someone rebuilt him.
there is that possibility.
Rebuilt who?
That they rebuild him every so often.
Your Brenner.
Okay, yeah.
What would be good is they've said Dolores is the oldest one in the park. He's not in the park, is he?
Maybe Dolores is the gunslinger.
No. He's
Dun,
not
dun,
in
dun.
the park. He's underground.
No, that's just stupid. Bro.
And they would just cut him out. Like, I hope, when everything goes tits up, and they're all running around and everyone's dying, I hope they come across the guy who has the, he bumps into that worker on the.
Yeah. He's
Like
driving that little trolley thing.
Yeah.
You see him in the background, he's dead. Or you see them getting chasing on horses in the background.
Yep.
That's how I think it's going to go.
That'd be cool.
And at the end, you see it's medieval world or something.
I think that's where it's going to finish.
What medieval world?
They're just going to say, "Oh, there's Roman world and there's medieval."
I'm not sure I do subscribe to this multi-timeline theory. The only thing that really does make me wonder is the fact that matey's in it twice. What's his name?
What one?
The guy who he gets off the out of the noose,
Yes.
and the guy they're on the train with.
Yeah.
He's in it. That same guy. That same.
But he's a different character.
Yeah, he's a different character, but.
No,
Do they
But
have-
they do get retasked.
Well,
Yeah, they do
Lawrence.
get retasked. No, but what I mean is that's what makes me think it maybe is 2 timelines.
Is it Lawrence? His name on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, because it is the same guy in two different roles, and they wouldn't use the same guy for two different roles during the same time.
No, it's the same role because there's a bit where he was being called something else, and then he turned around to Billy and his brother-in-law or future brother-in-law and said, "Yeah, but my friends can call me Lawrence." So it is the same character.
Yeah, but what I mean is the guy, the man in black's killed him,
Yes, and then he pops up again.
and then he
with
pops
Billy.
up again with Billy. So that's what makes me wonder that maybe it is two different timelines, and that's at two different points in time.
Yeah.
But there's also the theory that he is the man in black, Billy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's all very complicated.
What was the main reason? Like, he's there with his friend Billy. Like, what did they do again in the office?
I didn't
thought
say.
His friend was like higher up than him, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, his
they're
friend,
executives.
he was
Yeah,
the
well,
he was this I think he was the CEO, wasn't he, or something?
Well, his future brother-in-law's family
yeah.
own.
Yeah, his
Westworld.
sister. Yeah.
So it's.
Do they own it, or are they
so-
looking
No,
to
I don't
buy
think they
it?
own it.
Yeah, they either own a majority share or something, so they must be part of the Delos group.
See, this is what I thought. I thought he was there to. They were looking to buy it or something like that.
Oh yeah, because he thought it was a recreational trip, didn't he? And
Yeah.
he went, "No, we're
it's a-
doing this,
this
and
is a-
this
yes.
as well."
Yeah,
Yeah. But the old gunslinger,
yeah.
he's the president of his company.
What, Ed Harris?
Yes.
Yes.
Because the guy
So
said,
maybe
"Oh, I
he
just
is-
want to thank you for doing this, sir," and he went, "Ah, don't talk to me about that." You know,
Yeah,
when I'm here.
which would make
Yeah.
more sense to the two timeline
Yeah.
thing then, because his brother-in-law's probably dead now,
Mm-hmm.
Billy marries into the family,
and
and
Billy
then
marries
takes
in
over
and
the
he
company.
takes over.
So
Yeah.
maybe he's head of the Delos group
Maybe.
because they did mention Delos in that last
Yes, they
episode
did.
as well.
Yeah.
Is that the first time they've said it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Right. The other thing that they said about this is they've confirmed season 2.
They
Well,
have.
I'm not surprised. To be
But
fair.
neither am I. It's
Well, I am, because normally what ends up happening is there's a program that I really like, and then they cancel it after the first series. So
Well, it's because they know you like it.
exactly.
Graham likes it. Paul likes it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
We've
okay,
gotta
so
keep him miserable.
what about this week's episode of Westworld?
Right. Yeah.
So he's one of them.
Yeah.
He's a,
Which we predicted.
he's a host. Yeah.
Bernard.
Yeah. And he's just murdered that woman.
Yeah,
Who he's,
what was
I
she
think
called?
he's building her. I think
Yes.
that's what the
Yes.
body is.
I
Yeah,
said
as soon
that-
as,
I
as,
said
soon
that
as
to
we
my
walked
wife.
in, we were like, "That's her."
Yeah,
She's
built-
dead.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd forgotten that was one of the theories that we'd come up with, that Bernard was a host. And it was when she turned around and said, "Where does this door lead?" And he says, "What
What
door?" And I
door?
went,
That was
"Oh,
exactly
God,
it.
yes!"
That was exactly it. Yeah, they're so clever by how they do those little subtle things that
Yeah.
if you really do pay attention, you pick. And you know,
Mm.
it could. I mean, that could have just been that he'd missed the door, or whatever, because it was dark.
But
Yeah.
I rewound it, and when he comes into the room, there was no door there.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is good.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
And it was the whole. It looks like nothing to me
Yeah.
when
Yes.
she's looking at the photo
When he
of,
get-
of the
He's
drawing of
yeah,
himself.
Yeah.
She passed him the picture, so he's obviously one of the original hosts as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It is one of those shows when you can't blink, you can't sneeze.
No.
You
Yes.
just need to.
You've really
No.
have to
See,
pay
I'm
attention.
terrible for like messing around
On
on
your
my
phone,
phone
yeah.
or something like that while I'm watching something.
I tend to be making Warhammer stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
or
but with
while I'm-
Westworld, it's like, no, put it down. You've
Yeah.
got to concentrate. You've got to pay attention to. what's
Also,
going on.
episode
Yeah.
before last, they love Radiohead in that episode. It is all over that. That scene with Mauve, is it Mauve, whatever her name is, Tandy Newton,
Yeah.
Oh. Maeve.
Maeve,
Morph. It's a little plasticine thing.
well, going around the complex was absolutely brilliant.
Is Tony Hart going to turn up?
Yeah. And then they're going to turn around and go, and here's the game.
Shut it! You think you're funny, don't you? I think you're really not. You look like you should be. Yeah, it was incredible, that scene where they were showing her around. It was brilliant. It helped the fact that the music they used, that Radiohead track, but she is great. She really is great.
She's very good in it.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen that much stuff with her in. She was in a film with Simon Pegg, but I can't remember which
She
one
was
it
in a film years back called Gridlocked. You'll have seen her in loads of stuff.
There's tons of stuff. She was in 2012.
Yeah.
How to Lose Friends and Alienate People. Rock and Roller. That's a brilliant film. That
It is a great
That's
film.
fantastic. Have you seen Rock and Roller before?
No.
Watch that.
Oh,
Is that
But-
Guy
so
Ritchie?
I've got
in
that-
it?
that's my
Rock and
list.
Roller. It's awesome.
Guy Ritchie?
Yes.
Do I have to add that to my
Run,
non-existent
Fat Boy,
list?
Run.
That's
That
the
was
Simon
the other-
Pegg
That's
one.
very
Yeah.
good. Chronicles of Riddick. Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah. Gridlocked.
Yeah,
if you've
just
not
found
seen
that.
it,
No, I haven't.
it's great.
Okay.
So,
Tupac.
Tim Roth and
Tim Roth
Tupac.
and Tupac.
Tupac died the year before it was released.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they made it. He died and then they released it.
She was also in Interview with a Vampire.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, she's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, she's great. She is absolutely fantastic.
One of the other interesting bits about it was this opening season, they've got more viewers than the opening seasons of Walking Dead and Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Hence why they immediately
Yeah.
signed up for another series.
Well, I think Walking Dead and Game of Thrones were the first big mainstream, heavily produced TV shows, weren't they? They're the things that or people who aren't going to go out of their way to find decent TV shows would just sit down and watch. They're really easy. It's, you know, it showed people, normal people, not like us. We're not normal.
Oh God, no.
That TV shows can be just as good as movies, and they can be absorbing, and they can be, you know, it's not just about EastEnders. Although, you know, EastEnders.
Shut up, Adam.
It's not all about soap operas or detective shows. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Very
now
much
people are much more likely to just jump on a TV show, and it's so easy now to access them.
Yeah, exactly. And there's lots of different ways of watching it, and it's literally rammed down everyone's throats.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised now when I talk to people and they actually watch live TV.
I know. Okay.
Walking Dead.
Moving on. Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Go on then. Was this episode 4?
I watched the first episode, and up until tomorrow. Tomorrow. Up until and I'm in the future. Up until yesterday.
You're confusing yourself.
I know.
Now,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Up until yesterday, I hadn't watched any of the others. It was for no particular reason. I don't think I'd gotten round to it, and every time I'd kind of flicked past it on my movie playing
Magic box
of choice.
More magic boxes are available.
Yeah, I kind of thought. I don't know why. I think it's just because of the thought of Rick being Rick, and I like him. Don't get me wrong. I think he's great, but then you can have too much of that.
Too much Rick.
But I watched the second episode last night, and I could not stop watching. I watched all. What are we up to now? 4. I'm up to date now because I could not stop. It is incredible. Episode 2 was just absolutely incredible. It was great. The way they scored the show, everything. They've just nailed it. And there's a dude with a giant tiger. You know, what more do you want? He was great. I love the fact that he just sat down with Carol and just did the whole, I'm just an actor.
I know I'm crazy and I don't care.
Yeah, and it's not even that. It's not even that he's crazy. It's just that he kind of likes to have the attention, but also he's helping all these. It's helping all these people, and it genuinely is.
Yeah.
And I think she realised that, but she still just didn't want to be there.
One of the things that I like the most about this season is all the publicity and all of the promotional stuff they've done. Even though it's Negan with the baseball bat, it all says we're just getting started, or this is the beginning.
Yeah.
And it is, because it opens up so many different aspects and different places that you can go to.
Yeah.
And the first, what season is this? 6?
7?
The first 6 seasons, it's very claustrophobic. It's very, close knit. It's only about a certain set of characters. And this now it just goes 3, 4, 5 times bigger.
Yeah.
And there's such massive bits coming.
Yeah.
Really big.
And he is great.
Negan's fantastic. He's jumped straight in as my favourite character. I like him more than Carol.
What's the guy's name? Harry Dean Morgan. What's his name? Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He is absolutely nailed it.
He's awesome.
I stopped reading the comics when they just left the governor's town.
Yep.
But I never read the governor. But man, he is amazing.
Brilliant.
Him and Andrew Lincoln playing off each other are great.
Yeah.
They are
because
fantastic.
They're
equals. Yeah.
And knowing what I know, if they do what they do, it's going to be so good.
I love the fact that he showed him the video clip of him when he got to Alexandria. He was like, I would not have messed with that dude.
No.
But luckily, you're no longer that dude. Which is true. I mean, Rick probably would not have done the same thing he did.
Yeah, they definitely need to change again.
Yeah. No, I'm well in with
Graham,
this.
why don't you watch The Walking Dead?
'Cause
That's
we
what
ju-
you've got
we
to do
just-
this week.
we
Catch
just-
up.
We've just spoilt it all for him.
No.
You get through season 2, then you're fine. Just keep going.
Yeah, it took him 5 years to get through season 2.
I got to the end of season 1 and that was a chore.
What you mean? You didn't
Different
even
show, I
have?
think.
You didn't even get to watch season 2?
No.
Oh, you missed out.
Oh no, I did.
It's a different show, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
What
If
now?
you used to watch season 1
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
season 2 and what it is now, it's a completely different show.
I loved season 1. I thought it was great. It was really, really good. I think it was just I'd seen it all in the comics, that bit, so I kind of was looking for bits that I knew, you know, and liked in the comics. So, but then as it went on and on, I don't know, I kind of fell out with it. It was like, yeah, I don't know. It's good though. I really like it now.
Cool.
I'm glad that I stuck.
So you're going
with
to
it.
start watching it every week now?
Yes. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. I think that was pretty much it.
Oh no, we got
Go on. What?
Marvel have announced a load of one-shot
Have they?
comics.
Go on.
Yes,
What?
under the True Believers.
True Believers.
Okay.
banner. And they are all relating to Wolverine and X-23.
Okay.
Now that coincides around the time when the Resurrection thing kicks off with X-Men and Inhumans.
When's Logan out?
Logan is out. Oh Christ! Is it May?
I don't know.
23rd.
Something like that.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, go on.
Do you want me to Google that for you?
Google it.
Yeah, so Logan's out on
Okay.
March the 3rd.
So it could coincide with that,
Okay.
and also Resurrection.
Nice. How many
So-
have they announced?
I think that's about 8 or 9, I think, so far. So it'll all be single issue stories, which are reprints of like famous things that have happened.
Oh, right, so it's,
during
are
okay.
they all reprints or is
Yeah.
it new stuff?
Yeah, so one of them is a reprint of Hulk 181, which was Logan's first appearance, or Wolverine's first appearance.
Right.
So it'll be significant issues
Yeah.
based on Wolverine and X-23.
Cool.
So that looks
So
good.
something's definitely
So
happening then for
It
them
could,
to do that.
It could be. I mean, he has been dead for just over 2 years now.
Hmm.
So, you know, I was expecting him to have been resurrected before now,
Yeah.
but it could come with this
Could be. I would have thought they would.
this spring,
They've
next
done that.
spring.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I've got something.
What?
22nd of this month. So, what's the date today?
19th, 20th,
19th.
19th.
So in 3 days,
Yeah.
they're releasing the 4th episode in Batman TellTale.
Ah,
I've
okay.
been saying this. I didn't say episode 3, but the trailer came out for episode 4, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's been so good up to now, but now, like, they've just thrown everything.
So have you finished 1 to 3?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
far.
okay.
But like, the Penguin, he's quite far up. Two-Face is like mayor now, and the Joker's coming into it. The main bad guy's coming into it. They're going to Wayne Manor, and Alfred's got a gun.
Nice.
It's all like, it's huge.
And who else is in it?
Oh yeah, and from the trailer you can, well, something happens at the end of episode 3 that Bruce Wayne's in Arkham at the moment
Ah, okay.
for something that happened, and it's showing you around the trailer. You see like Blockbuster, who's a big bad guy, and next to him you just see an old man with glasses and a sock puppet.
Oh.
So,
Which is the
The ventriloquist.
so the ventriloquist's in the game, and I bet you can interact with him. So
Albert Wesker.
no, Arnold Wesker.
Arnold. I always say Albert. What do I say Albert for?
Because
I just do.
you do.
Yeah,
You like
it's
that
okay.
name.
I'm like
It's
that.
Albert.
see the ventriloquist is getting a nice push,
Yes.
like in the comics, in the games,
Yeah.
and they're doing the animated series figure that comes out next week.
So why are they pushing the ventriloquist so much?
Don't know.
Is he going to be in one of the movies, do you think?
I hope so.
Hopefully. I think he's
Because
good in
he's
Gotham.
brilliant.
He is a funny character.
That's who I want to be.
I'm
in
not sure
Gotham,
he's
really.
much of a villain. Well, much of a threat to Batman, is he?
Well, to be fair, a lot of his villains aren't really much of a
No, I
Look
suppose
at the
not.
Condiment King. Look at
The
He's got
condiment
a ketchup
king.
gun.
That is just a tie
That's
into
the thing, though,
McDonald's.
you've got all these different Batman
Yeah.
villains, and he's like Flag Man. You know,
Yeah.
it's stupid.
Condiment
Just beat them up in
king.
like 5 minutes. Like, you
That's
got
ridiculous.
Kite Man.
Right. Anybody else got anything to say?
Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot Man. There's another
Stop
one.
saying Batman villains. Anything else?
No, don't think so.
Right. Read of the week.
I wasn't. Didn't.
Raven, you chose this one.
Yeah.
Go on. You can talk about it.
It's
Tell 'em what it is.
story. It's Batman, Death of the Family. It's the one story I said to myself I will never read.
And you read
but
it?
I ended up reading
So
it.
what is it called? Death in the Family?
Death of the
Death
Family.
of the Family. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is not the one with
No.
This isn't the death of Robin.
Robin. No.
No.
Okay.
I said it was Death of the Family because as soon as you hear something like that, like Death in the Family, like something big's going to happen in this.
Yeah. Okay.
When they started the new 52, and we've spoken about this in the past, it was a great way of dumbing down everything and making it more kid friendly. And anyway, but they didn't. And in the first issue of Detective Comics, you get to the end of it and Joker has his face sliced off. So you've now got a mask of the Joker.
Yeah.
And that happened in issue 1.
I think it was issue 0.
Was it issue 0? Well, anyway, the first one they did. And then they didn't do anything else with it. You know, so you know that the Joker's walking around with no face, but you don't know where he is. And it took until this point for him to come back and reveal what his plan was. But it's a pretty good story. It's
I like the look of it.
genuinely quite disturbing, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah,
Mm.
It's probably like the Joker's the scariest he's ever been.
Yeah.
Like, killing Joker, he's like, that's the furthest he can go, but no, this is like...
Yeah, they really push the envelope as to who and what he can do. Graham, what did you think?
I thought it was really well drawn, well written as well.
Mm.
It was, yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
The story was really good.
One of the best things about it, I can't remember if they announce it in that one, after the Joker has his face sliced off and no one knows where he is,
Yeah, he disappears for a year.
disappears, but then you actually find out that he was there the whole time.
No, you don't. No, they
You don't find
mention
out
it,
in
no.
that one?
No.
Alright, you find out that he was there the whole time.
Right.
Was it after that or during that time?
Was it that annual story that they
Yes.
said? When we read this a few months ago, Endgame, which is when he came back from that, and they did a tie-in issue. It was the 3rd annual. I think it's one of the best annuals they've ever done for Batman because it was a great story. And then it just shows the Joker through 5 years, 5 odd years, I don't remember what it was, but it just shows him every year. Like, first year, reporters like looking around and says, "Oh, the Joker, he's nothing." And he goes in, and then he insults him. He says, "You've got no friends," and then he's like, "Okay," and then Batman comes to save him. Next year, Joker kills his roommate and says, "Bye, you're my friend now." The next year after that, like he's getting married, he goes in, and then he's there with his wife, and he shows him a slideshow of all the people he's killed in horrific ways. Then the next year, like every year, he's driving the man crazy. Like he breaks out and he locks all of the windows and doors in the house. I think that might be the second year, but it doesn't matter. And then he's like, "Oh, finally, he's not here." And then he wakes up and it's like a giant message written in blood along the floor, like saying, "Miss you." And then the next year, it's he's on the phone to a GCPD officer and saying, "Is it still there?" And it's his face in the GCPD. And he's like saying, "It's still here, he's not coming." And he's in a shack out in the middle of nowhere. And he's like, okay. And then like he's going through all of his messages and his wife's left a message saying, "I've left the divorce papers," because she's divorced him because of all of his fears of him. And then like you just hear a message saying, "Oh yeah, I'm here, buddy." And he's been living in the basement underneath his shack. And he's like saying, "Oh, why didn't you bring down a 6-pack and talk to me?" And he's like, "Don't take me down." He takes him down. And he's like saying, "Oh, do you want to see something?" And like he sees him and he's wearing Nightwing's face that he has in there. He's making all the masks.
Right.
Faces. He's like saying, "Look at this, it's funny. I've got backtail somewhere over there." And then like picks up a gun and he aims it at him and it's a water pistol and he's like, "Oh, that was not called for." So it's like, "Ah,
You'll get bleeped again.
You will. You will. He's out.
You know,
But anyway, the Joker disappeared and they released like a few of the annuals and introduced a new character at Arkham. It was like an orderly or something
Yeah.
like that. And then you find out that that's the Joker and he's been hiding in plain sight the whole time.
Right.
So when you go back and reread it,
he's a-"
you look at it from a completely different point of view and
So
it makes two, you know, there's two ways of reading it.
So what's with the face thing then? Is it like if he's had his face cut off,
Yeah.
or the skin taken off his face? What's if he's hiding in plain sight? Has he had a
It was he just made another
when
mask.
he
didn't he?
when he came back as the Doctor, Dr. Eric Bordy, he was at the beginning of Endgame. Did you read that one?
I can't remember.
Ah, well, when he fell down the pit at the end, he found a pit of Dionysium, and that grew back his face. So he just walked back up, and was a Doctor at Arkham. And actually, in the following year after that basement incident, he's at Arkham because he's too crazy to be around, and he's like saying, and there's someone talking to him in his cell, and there's a doctor. He's like saying, "Oh, I'm your friend now." Like, he's fine, you're fine, and it's the Joker as the Doctor. He's really ruined this guy's life.
It does get very confusing.
But
it sounds like it.
It all makes sense after you read everything.
Yeah, when you read it in chronological order, it does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it looks great. So this is a collection of issues.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is it?
there was a big crossover.
Oh.
Okay.
There was lots of different titles that crossed over.
It looks like there was 2 titles.
Yeah, it collects Batman Volume 2, numbers 13 to 17.
Okay.
But there were tie-ins as well, weren't there?
Yes.
To, like Batgirl, Nightwing,
Yeah, they
etc.
all did their own independent titles.
Because then one of the artists is, I know it's a Jock.
Yes.
He's a big 2000 AD artist, isn't he?
They did Batman and Robin. They crossed over with.
Yeah.
And that tie-in, that artwork, is probably the most horrific stuff I've ever seen.
Oh, it's really horrific, isn't it?
Yeah, like when you I'll go and... You want me to go and get it? Because
No, it's
that-
alright.
Like when Robin finds him, he's literally hanging upside down and his face is upside down.
Yeah.
And you've got like his teeth where his eyes are and his...
It's pretty twisted. It's like Crossed,
like,
but with Batman.
But with Batman.
it is
Yeah.
horrible.
But it was a good read. It's
Yeah, I really liked
very
it.
very enjoyable. So we're actually getting you to like Batman stories, aren't we?
I've said before, if it wasn't X-Men, it would be Batman. But unfortunately, X-Men got there first.
Mm.
And I haven't got enough money for Batman and X-Men.
It's very true. Right, the read next week. You'll like this one.
Oh yeah.
Is it Captain America?
No.
Is it Crossed 2?
No, it's not Crossed 2. If you haven't got a copy of it, I will lend you one of my copies.
Okay.
We're going to read, and it won't take long to read it because it's not very big, and it is my personal
My Little Pony, I thought you were going to say then.
favourite ever story.
Oh, we're going to have
Okay.
to like this, aren't we?
So if you don't like it,
we're going to have
boys,
to
they're going to be an argument.
Okay. Fair enough.
We are going to read Judgement on Gotham, which is the first Batman
Batman
Judge
Judge Dredd crossover. Okay.
It's not very big.
We seem to be reading a lot of Batman.
And Judge Dredd? No.
Oh no, we haven't done any Judge Dredd. Oh no, we did do one Judge Dredd, didn't we? Yeah. Block Party. Or whatever it was.
And as it would take forever
Block
to...
Party.
Yeah, as it would take
Right,
forever to
yeah.
read another Judge
Apocalypse
Dredd.
War.
That's the one.
That's the
Block Party.
Block Party's a band.
That's something to do with Block, I knew that much.
Yeah, crap, the
Wasn't
block party's
blocked.
coming as well.
Oh, you run! The Block Party's coming.
There's a party in the block.
None of us are invited.
No.
So yeah, that's what we're going to read next week. Okay.
Okay.
It's very good. Right, what's coming out next week? Let's have a look at the list.
Stuff.
We have.
It's, I know, it's so
Yeah,
good.
so- yeah,
You just want to have a look at the list. You want to
Blimey, it's my
he
list. I
even
wrote
said,
it.
let's have a look. So we tried to look, and he
Yeah.
wouldn't let us look.
No.
I was talking to myself. Right, we have Wonder Woman 11, All New X-Men Annual number 1, X-Men 92 number 9.
X-Men 92.
Yeah. It's
his
getting the last couple of issues
Yeah.
before that gets cancelled.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond number 2, Civil War 2 number 7. Woo!
Eh?
Civil War
Oh, yeah.
2 number 7.
That's right.
Deadpool 2 Soon number 2.
Yep.
Deadpool Too Soon.
Too soon.
Mm-hmm. Death of X number 4. That finishes that off.
It does.
Detective Comics 945, Harley Quinn number 8, Star Wars Han Solo number 5, that finishes that off. Venom number 1. We are also finally getting in the Suicide Squad Daddy's Little Monster t-shirts. They're going to fly off the shelf, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, they're girls t-shirts, but I think that's so. We are getting in Harry Potter figures for some reason, I don't know why, but James has managed to get hold of them. But just in time for Christmas. And we're also getting in 16 New York Comic Con exclusive pop figures.
Nice.
Oh, great.
So Graham can buy one of each of those.
Are there any Marvel ones?
Yeah, there might be.
Is there?
He's still not going to buy them.
No, I'm not
I
going to
know.
buy them. I'm just
I'm
interested.
not even going to bother looking them
I
up.
don't even know why he said that.
I don't know. Right, I think that's pretty much it. Have we finished?
I think so.
I think
We
so.
exhausted everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it then.
Okay.
See you later.
Ta-da.
Let's do it. There we go. Bye bye.